full disclosure, now that we've posted one video, I have put so much pressure on myself that I've frozen and I have nothing to say, and so it's over before it even started.
Yeah, we're gonna have a great
Cancelled.
We're gonna have a great next 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel it. Yeah.
It was a great run while we had it, you know, one vid, you know. We don't want to blow up too big, so, you know.
Yeah, I like to keep the 22 view average.
Exactly.
Just to make sure I can fit my head through the door when I leave the house.
Exactly, you know. I don't know whether I would still be able to have the same friendship group, you know, if we started getting into maybe the 50s, you know. It's like, who the fuck are you people?
I didn't want to go
money.
to the local Mackies and, you know, get known. And
Yeah. Do you do
recognise my local Mackies?
Celebrity discount, you know? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm the lead editor, producer, and star of Qwak Fug.
Yep. What the fuck have you done with your life? Right, funny story last night. So, you know how I'm like, I fancy myself as a bit of a fucking caveman wannabe, making all broths and bone broths and stews and all this kind of shit. Well, I'd made one yesterday out of chicken. Used a chicken carcass and it looked really good, and I cooked it for like 12 hours. And it got to like 10 o'clock last night, and I thought, oh shit, that's cooking downstairs. So I went downstairs and it was all ready. And I like to sieve it first, and so I got all the stuff ready. And turned it off, but it's obviously still piping hot. And I wasn't sure what to do, whether to leave it 10 minutes, because that would have been a much easier option in hindsight, but I couldn't be asked doing that. And so I picked it up with 2 tea towels, and which are like thinner than paper. And it was starting to burn through my fingers, but I thought, no, power through. And I tried to pour it towards myself. So I had my arms over the pot that I was sieving into, and I tried to pour it towards myself, boiling hot broth. And it didn't have a spout, and so it didn't come out in any sort of line. It dripped down the sides of the pan all over the hob, and it passed my fingers, burnt my fingers. I was like, yeah! And then I tried to tilt it further, and then that meant that the spout was so big that it went over the pan, splashed up all over my chest, all down my top, and I'm trying to like Mickey Mouse this fucking broth into a pot, and it was all over my feet and everything, and I like dropped it on the side. Not that it spilled, but dropped it on the base, so it didn't spill anymore. But it was all over my stomach. I had to take off my shirt. It's just like boiling hot bone juice everywhere. And I just thought, I'm really not as clever as I like to think I am sometimes, you know.
I think the great thing
was either
is you've had these issues several times in your life. And I remember a time where you received a brand new laptop for Christmas. And not only did you want
a chopping board and cut it in half.
went up to his room and said, well, I need to use my laptop, but I also want to have my breakfast and I want to watch TV at the same time. How am I going to do this? I'm going to balance my fucking egg and sausage and tomato sauce breakfast on the windowsill. Standard size windowsill, smaller than a plate. And the laptop will just sit underneath. Lo and behold, Newton's fucking theory came into play, and he had an eggy fucking laptop for 2 years.
Yeah, and I tell you something, it was a mistake doing that because
Don't say.
Nah, but
An intellect.
But yeah, so yeah. I learned from these things because for the next 2 years, if I let that computer run too long and it started to warm up, I started to smell vapors of vinegar for 2 years, and keys would start to stick when I pressed down on them.
Really?
It was a nightmare. Yeah, so that's why you don't balance your breakfast on the rim of your laptop.
What did you learn from that, though?
I learned that too many things about myself. I'm an idiot.
It must be really difficult being that stupid. I can't imagine like how difficult your life must be, because like really basic tasks are just like impossible for you.
Yeah. Well, you know, should have seen me this morning when I was trying to tie my shoelaces and I absolutely nearly hung myself. So
I posted a tweet
I mean-
today.
Oh, sorry.
What?
Is it cringe?
I mean, it got 1 like.
That's rated.
Is that from your mum?
I'd say 100% more, but 100% of 0 is 0. Just,
Maths.
I'm now getting likes, it seems. I'll be back on nothing soon enough. Back in the safe zone. You
Yeah.
can write whatever you want when
Stay in
no
your
one's
lane,
watching it, when no one's reading it.
What you say on the internet's there forever. I mean, it doesn't matter how famous you are. Look at fucking James Gunn. Got cancelled for joking about just gay people or something from like 10 years ago, 12 years ago.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure they'll still let him direct Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
I think they are doing.
Hmm.
Only because the public had a fucking
Yeah, they demand
fit.
it. Yeah. It's
He's a good director.
like shitting.
I thought you hated Guardians of the Galaxy.
I do. But he's a good
Oh.
director. The direction
What else did he
is
do?
not, bad. But he did Slither.
Yeah, he did do Slither.
He's got quite a wide range.
Mm.
Got
I want to slither in your balls in my mouth.
he's got a repertoire. What I was going to say about my tweeting, I tweeted, have you ever made a cup of tea using the same mug that you previously made a cup of coffee with, and then you notice that there's still a bit of residual fucking coffee at the bottom, and you just fucking pour the tea anyway, and you just hope, you just wonder.
I'm not a lazy bastard, disgusting, cretinous animal who doesn't
Was that
wash
a
their
tweet?
mugs out.
I tweeted that.
Christ, I'm surprised you got 1 like. Jeez. Wasting people's time with that shite for.
He wants to see a
mean-
time lapse of a chicken bone getting reduced into a broth.
Yeah, and
Not
poured all over
spilling
someone.
it. I'm taking notes.
Yeah. Top 10 ways on how
Someone
not to
bathing
spill
in it.
hot boiling broth all over yourself.
Well, I'm kind of struggling with Twitter, so I was
Are you
doing.
really?
I was.
Have you ever, put a t-shirt on and then thought, I don't want to wear this today, I want to wear a button shirt instead? Ugh,
should-
me?
You should validate my existence, please. Else I will pour the tea onto my fucking face. God.
I wish you would.
Did you see that article of a bee sting can permanently enlarge the size of your penis?
I
Where
saw
did
the
it get
picture,
stung?
mate.
Where do you have to get stung? On the
Your
ear.
cock.
On your penis.
On the earlobe. On the penis, eh? Jeez,
Permanent.
we figured that out. Permanent. Is that just them not healing from the sting? Do you reckon that's what they do in Porn Star Academy? Where it's like, you arrive and you've got like a early, but before he was chemically enhanced, Chris, whatever he's called, a Captain America, and then they just bury your cock in a hornet's nest, and you come out like with a baguette between your legs, and you're like, you're ready for action, sir. Thanks, and you're saluting with your cock.
It's just on the porn set. You've got the fluffer. You've got the beekeeper.
Oh, it's going down, quick, get the Brazilian hornet's
Sting
nest.
him.
Fuck the nest for a few minutes first. Yeah, right, back into the lady. And she's like, you've still got one on, who gives a fuck? And she's got a massive vagina. Everyone's just inflamed. It's like fucking a sandwich.
So you're saying you fucked sandwiches?
I used to be quite jealous of porn stars, but now I think it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of bee sting.
And a bit of bestiality if you think about it.
There are two
All
jobs
them-
where you get bee stings daily: beekeeping and porn.